started. So, well, Teresa, why don't you introduce what we're doing tonight? Because this was your idea, and I think it's just so cute.
Well, I think it was cute too when I saw it, because heaven knows, you know, we can always beef up our nightly routines. And I know sometimes we're, you know, on it. I'd say most of the time, especially us and Mary Kay. But if you're a client of ours, well, Betty, I'm gonna let Betty in.
I'll take that.
Then, you know, you're probably pretty good most of the time about your nightly skincare routine, but there are some kind of blatant errors that we might be making. So I just thought it would be a really fun topic to touch on and see if that we're all on the same page so that we can be our most beautiful selves.
That's right. That's right. So what we typically do is we start off our meeting with just a quick little prayer and blessing, and then we're going to just jump right into these top 5 things. Okay. So if you're comfortable, just kind of reaching through the screen here. Heavenly Father, we just appreciate you joining us tonight. This is a great group of women. We're grateful for our guests, and consultants love working with such amazing women of heart and great ability, and giving you all the glory for all of our success. So be with us tonight and then go home with us. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Okay, so top things that we can do to make bedtime beauty routine more effective, I guess, is a way to look at that too, right? Oh, here comes Diane. You got her in there. Good deal. Teresa, I'm going to let you start because I know you've got a couple things, and then I've got a couple things. So I'm going to turn it over to you first.
Okay, sounds good. Well, you know, I think the obvious first thing is to wash your face before you go to bed, right? I don't know if you've ever read that book called Wash Your Face Girl, whatever. Great motivational book, wonderful things. But, you know, there's so much to be said for that, because how many of us have gone to bed without washing our face? The girl, wash your face right there. Susan's got the book right there. And there's so many. So yeah, all of us have at some point, right, just said, to heck with it. I'm going to bed. I'll deal with it in the morning. But let me ask you this. When you did that, did you still probably brush your teeth? You know, I mean, how many times have you really gone to bed without brushing your teeth? Like, you know, you take the time to brush your teeth, but sometimes we don't take the time to take care of our skin, and you can replace your teeth. That's good news, but you can't replace your skin. So, and the other thing I think it's important for people to know is, because some people go, well, you know, maybe they didn't have any makeup on today. Maybe they just want to splash their face off and go to bed because they just didn't have any makeup to really wash off. But the important thing to know is that so many things happen at night. We know the importance of sleep, right? But not only is your body healing and renewing itself while you sleep, that's the reason we've got to shut down, but your skin's doing the same thing. It's going through a renewal process. It's renewing, it's regenerating. And if your skin's not clean, and I mean, it doesn't just necessarily mean that all the makeup's off, but that you actually have clean skin, and some good products in there to absorb and the nutrients to work overnight, your skin's not going to be as healthy and as happy as you would like for it to be. So I think it's just really important that, and you know, it's a habit. It is definitely a habit for me. Just like I couldn't go to bed without brushing my teeth, I really cannot go to bed without washing my face, even if I'm in a super hurry and I don't do a whole lot. Here's one of my tips, and we're going to start. I'm talking washing your face as being step 1, and also taking off your eye makeup. So that all encompasses one thing: remove your eye makeup, clean your skin. One of the things that I purchased a few years back, and probably you all have some of these microfiber cleansing washcloths. This really is one of the best washcloths because it's gray. It's not white or pink or anything. So my makeup, and it washes out really, really well. When I put them in the wash, they don't seem to stain or anything happens, but I like the grittiness in the microfiber. And one of the things that I will do is pre-cleansing. And that's kind of a new term these days.
Hello, my baby.
I'm gonna make sure that everybody is mute. Okay. and it's really washing your face before you wash your face. So you can do it a couple of different ways. You can use micellar water, which is a fairly new product for us that is a great pre-cleanser. You can put it on a cotton ball or on a cleansing cloth or one of these, and then pre-cleanse your face with this. Typically, what I do for pre-cleansing, I'm letting some other people.
I'll do it, Teresa. You keep it going.
Okay. I just love to wet my washcloth, not too hot of water. By the way, you don't want super hot water. That will age you, will dry you out, cause you to wrinkle. So tepid to lukewarm water, but I'll get my cloth really wet. And I just wipe my face all the way off, really clean my face first with this. No other cleansing products, just my microfiber cloth. And it really does do a good job. There's not a lot left. But if you like the micellar water, which is great, this is a great gym bag thing too. You can do that. Okay, so pre-cleansing first and then moving on to cleanser. And we have, by the way, if you haven't gone into Product Central and printed off the new order of application chart, this is super awesome. And I told Susan just a little bit ago, we were talking about how cool it is. I'm going to start printing these out and putting them in my reorder bags, because not only does it talk about the order of application, but step 1, remove makeup. And then it's got the products that we have to remove your eye makeup and the micellar water. Step 2, cleanse and tone. And it has all of our cleansers and all of our toners in step 2. Step 3, exfoliate. And again, these are if you're going to do these things, but then it has our exfoliation products and on and on. So really cool. Suggest that you print that out and make sure that your customers know about it. Yes, Suze.
I was just going to say, do you find it interesting that number 1 is remove makeup and the second step is cleanse? That's just kind of a different thought for me, because I always think of cleanser as what you do to remove your makeup. Right. But they have your eye makeup remover and your micellar water as your makeup removers. And then our cleansers are to do just that, to deep clean your skin. Yeah. So just interesting. I don't know if anybody else caught that. I'm like, huh.
It really is. And it makes sense too, for sure. So, eye makeup remover, I mean, I'm sure consultants on here and even guests, everybody knows, I think, about how awesome Mary Kay's eye makeup remover is. It's great for all kinds of mascaras, and it's oil-free and removes your eye makeup really well. Fabulous product. Everybody needs this in their little makeup bag. So removing your eye makeup really thoroughly. We're not going to go into the little critters and all that stuff that might visit you in the sleep if you still have stuff on your eyes. We don't want to talk about that. You can look that up later on.
You'll have nightmares.
I know, exactly. Right. It's so disgusting. Cool. And then cleansers. And for me, I have very combination skin. My skin changes daily, seasonally. I mean it. And that's another thing I love about being a Mary Kay consultant is whatever my skin needs, I feel like I can grab and use the product that most benefits it at that point or season. Right now, I'm just using the purifying cleanser, the naturally cleanser at night. I love how soft my skin, clean and soft it feels. And so, but whatever, I mean, look at how many cleansers we have that are available to take care of your skin, depending on your skin type, your age, your needs, etc. So absolutely, step number 1, make sure that you're removing your makeup and that you're cleansing and getting all that off. And what I like to do after I wash my face, I like to finish again with my wet washcloth by taking it all off, and then I like to splash. And again, this is me, but I like a cool to cold splash when I finish removing all my makeup. And don't forget to head south, okay? Go south, clean all of this stuff, okay? Anything you want to add to that, Suze?
No, but it was a nice segue into what I was going to talk about. A great tip for good bedtime skincare is going to be to use our Skinvigorate Sonic skincare system. Consultants, I don't know about you, do you kind of forget to talk about this? Because Teresa was given all these great tips about, yeah, you can use the microfiber cloth, all these great ways to get your skin clean. This is just another level of clean. And I love the fact that this is a sonic system. You know, Mary Kay's symbol is the bumblebee, and the bumblebee, I was reading, uses the sonic movement to pollinate, and their little wings flap like 130 times a second, and they can still delicately move among the flowers. And so our sonic brush spins or oscillates 200 times per second to delicately clean your face. So I love this. 200 times, yeah, is that right? 200 times per second of sonic movement. This removes 4 times the dirt, oil, impurities, makeup, and pollutants over just hand washing your face. So it has 3 speeds. You can add the massage head, and it's just such a nice treat. It's just very gentle. And I don't know if you can hear it. Can you hear it? We used to have one that spun. Remember the spinning one? This one just vibrates 200 times per second. So I think this is really neat. And it's just so good to deep clean your skin. It cleans in the hard to reach places like around your nose, and suitable to use twice a day, even if your skin is really sensitive. Preps your skin really well for your next step. As Teresa was talking about, your serums or your moisturizers, they just absorb better. It has a rechargeable battery and your little USB plug. Okay, so you never have to replace the batteries. And then it has this additional attachment. It's an optional thing, and that is the massage head. And you know, when you use this, don't you love it? When you use this on your face, it just increases blood flow and circulation. You get this just healthy glow to your skin. And this is great if you're using a serum like your lifting serum, or maybe one of your clinical solution serums. It's great to put this on and massage it into your neck and into your face. So it's just a really wonderful system that, I'll be honest, I kind of forget to talk about it. You know, so if you're going to be using the best cleansers and makeup removers on the planet, right, which Mary Kay's are, why not give them an even bigger boost by using the Skinvigorate Sonic Skincare System to just treat your skin to that really gentle, delicate oscillations to get your skin 4 times cleaner. Okay, absolutely. So that's my little recommendation for bedtime. And
all right. Well, so now we're clean. We're squeaky clean. Our face is feeling wonderful. And so we're ready to put some treatment on there. And so one of the mistakes that you may be using is not using retinol at night. There are particular products that are really meant for night treatment. And we've got some, and they're on that list that we were talking about. One of my favorites, I'm going to come back to the retinol in a second, but one of my very favorites is the Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. Oh my goodness. This is not talked about enough. And again, I think this is a product that everybody needs. You should be using this once or twice a week, every week. You will be amazed at how great your skin looks. You put it on, leave it on for about 20 minutes, and then rinse it off. So this could be something after you finish cleansing, you put this on, you brush your teeth, you go about your business for a few minutes, and then come back.
Read a book.
Read a book. That's right. Read a book. So that's one of my faves. And then, of course, our nighttime treatment, our retinol treatment that we have that's in our jar that comes with our Voluform system. But let's just talk very quickly about Clinical Solutions and retinol. And I'm just going to give you a personal story of mine very, very quickly. For some reason, and I never have skin problems because I use the best skincare. But all of a sudden, a couple of months ago, I started noticing a whole lot of redness right around my mouth. And I was kind of breaking out with these little hard white things that were just kind of irritated. And I couldn't figure out what it was. So I did all my research and found out it's called perioral. So around perioral, the mouth, dermatitis. And it's a fairly common type of dermatitis that they don't really know why it comes up. It can be stress related. I don't have any stress in my life, so I'm not stress related. But a lot of other things. Some people say tooth whitening, toothpaste, fluoride. Sometimes they don't know why it came up, but it did, and I couldn't get rid of it. I tried a little bit of everything. That probably is one of the problems with having so many choices, that I have a tendency like, well, let me try extra manual night cream because that works for everything. Let me try this, let me try that. And I just wasn't getting, it was getting better, but not gone. And everything that I read said, don't use retinol. When you have it, don't use retinol, it'll make it flare worse. So I didn't. For about a month, I did not use my clinical solutions, and my face wasn't getting better. So I said, the heck with it. I'm going back to my retinol system. And in 3 days, my face was cleared up. This is great for everything. I mean, seriously, this is really for any age group from 20 to 30 and up can use retinol product. You just got to go through the retinization process. So if you're a guest that's watching this, or even a fairly new consultant, make sure you know what that is for you, because you do want to move into it a little bit slowly if you haven't ever used a retinol product. But this is one of my very top 5 products in our line is our clinical solutions, our retinol, and then the Calm Plus Restore Facial Milk. And I did try this during the process before I had used the retinol, and it helped a little by itself. But once I put the retinol on there, and if you've got somebody that's acne prone, or it just really, it helps with fine lines, it helps with wrinkles, it helps with acne, it evens out your skin tone, it firms your skin, it makes your skin glow, it rejuvenates and speeds up the cellular renewal process in your skin. So it's like a chemical exfoliation from the inside out. So one of the mistakes you might be using is either not using retinol at all or not using it consistently. I use it pretty much every night, 5 to 6 nights a week. I may take one night off, and that's 1 or 2 nights off, and that's when I'll use my mask. So retinol, you guys. Suze?
Very cool. All right. The next thing I'm going to talk about, a common mistake, is that we don't change our pillowcase. I'm going to read a little something I found about this. Person says, your face and hair collect oil, dirt, and air pollutants all day long. Okay. Just like, you've seen your windshield, your glasses, you're always having to clean those. Well, your face, all of that stuff lands on your skin too. And they're not necessarily visible to your naked eye, but they're there. And they can be washed away to a certain extent, with with the whole routine that we're talking about. But remember that you are a human being with pores and perspiration. And if you eat in your bed, or I don't know, maybe allow a furry friend to sleep there with you, your pillowcase will accumulate a good share of microscopic stuff. That could be various strains of bacteria that thrive on perspiration and dead skin cells, to dust mites and even viruses. And so while your pillowcase might look clean, it is a wild ecosystem of microbugs. Doesn't that sound great? So there you go. So make sure that just part of good skincare is to regularly change your pillowcase. And I don't know, most people I was like, wash my sheets once a week, maybe every 2 weeks. Listen, they're talking about every couple days, you really should. And that they think that it is actually a leading cause of acne can be from not changing your pillowcase enough. I mean, think about your hair. Think about how much yuck your hair would absorb in a day from the environment. And you just mopped your whole pillowcase with your head of hair. And now you're grinding your face into the same space that you've had your hair. I know it's gross. It's just like the little eyelash mite that we don't really want to mention, but it's true. So if you're having trouble, with breaking out, or zits seem to appear overnight, could be your pillowcase. Just saying. All right.
And last but not least, and I kind of touched on it earlier, is neglecting your neck and your chest. This is your décolleté. I just a couple of tips that I use. I mean, if I've got any extra, and even your hands, I think we sometimes, if you've got product on your hands, make sure to rub it in and use any excess product. But I am in love with like taking my night cream and rubbing it all over my throat and my chest and my shoulders, you guys. I mean, you know, yes, is this an expensive product? It's one of our pricier products because it's one of our better products, and it's got retinol. And so retinol is great, again, for your neck and chest, but not necessarily the strength of this retinol, okay? So that's why I like this, because this retinol sometimes doesn't really work well on the neck area and the chest area. It might get a little more irritated, but using our night treatment with retinol is fabulous, again, for your neck and chest. Also, our Time-Wise body, this fabulous toning lotion. I love this. And again, I mean, this is when I get out of the shower, even at night, neck, chest, make sure that I'm treating those. When you're using serums at night, even during the day, we've got these great boosting serums. We've got the C plus resveratrol line reducer and our ceramide and hydrator. Again, these are wonderful for your, not only for your face, but don't stop with your neck and your chest and the backs of your hands. And then, I just about put myself back into a bath zone when I'm using this. And then I'm going to add two more things. The Mary Kay Naturally Nourishing Oil is a fabulous product for your neck, chest, for your face. If you've never put an oil on your face, Nora was talking about how much she loves the boosters that I just talked about. I do too. They're amazing. And the nourishing oil is just so good for your cuticles before you go to bed, treat your hands and everything. And then put some eye cream on, sisters. Put some eye cream on. Okay. That's all I got, Suze.
That's all I got too. Just the best thing you
else?
can do. Best thing you can do is use Mary Kay and talk to your consultant if you need a quick update or something. You got to get together a couple times a year just to see what you might be needing during that season. So make sure that
anybody have questions or something they would like to input. You have something you would like to add to that's part of your nighttime routine that we didn't mention. Well, thanks, Susan. We're good.
I know.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the cleansing buffer thing, can you use that in the shower, or is it best to use it? I can go in the shower with it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you wash my face in the shower.
Absolutely.
In the shower. Absolutely.
It's rechargeable and it's waterproof, so you can leave it in the shower, which is actually what I do. I leave it in the shower because I like to get it really sudsy and soapy and just use it and make a big old mess with it. So
right.
That's a great
idea. Good. Thank you.
Great question. Thank you, Judy. Who else? Anybody else have a question, comment, a thought?
All right.
I will say the cleanser that I use, and Nora, which one is it? I use the
Volufirm.
Oh, the old lady stuff.
That's what I use.
And I'm telling y'all, it really, the pores on my right through here have just almost disappeared. I mean, it's really, and I've been using it for, I guess, about a year now. Yep. And it's just been wonderful.
Thank you for your testimonial. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So thanks,
You're making
everybody.
me want to go wash my face now.
Yeah, I'm going to go wash mine and finish my book, Where the Crawdads Sing. That movie's out now. Has anybody seen it yet?
Going tomorrow.
I'm going to see it tomorrow. I'm going to see it tomorrow. Good book.
It's really good movie.
The movie's good?
The movie's great. Yes.
Very good.
Very good.
I like to see how it compares to the book. So that's very good.
It's really close to the book.
Good.
They did a good job. They did an excellent job.
Good to know.
That's my review.
All right.
Thanks,
guys,
everybody.
Thanks for being on with us. Have a good evening and have a big finish. The month is almost
next
over.
week.
Wash your face. That's right. Month is almost over, girls. Get busy.
Bye.
Busier.
Good night.
Love you guys. Good night.